Kind of going fucking crazy here. I need fucking ammo. I just need fucking ammo. Oh. I just need ammo. There we go. Finally. Hello everyone. Welcome to Battlefield 6. I wanted to start off by saying apologies for this video taking much longer to release than any of the others. I did get very sick and I'm just now getting over it, so you might still be able to hear some in my voice. I have made some pretty decent progress over the past couple days, especially since I have started going into other classes. So currently, the new season is about to release its second phase, that being the phase with the Eastwood map, which is in California on the golf course. I'm personally really excited for it, but I mainly wanted to talk about the season as a whole because I'm gonna be honest, the update frequency, or at least the cadence in which changes actually get made, haven't been that great. Now, the changes themselves are pretty solid. There's no doubt about that. I don't think anyone can sit here and say that they're mad about recoil being adjusted to feel better, or mad about challenges being fixed. But what I do want to say is that in the month that this season has been out, we've really only seen the launch update for Season 1 and then one after that. And that was pretty recent. The issue with that, at least in my mind, is the fact that the launch update didn't actually change very much. They said they did in the patch notes. There was a lot of talk in the patch notes about what was changed and what wasn't. The issue is it didn't accurately reflect what changed in the season. They said all this stuff in the patch notes about recoil being adjusted and how the bounce bug when you land on certain rock structures is removed, and it just didn't actually change. They said it did, it didn't change. I'm pretty sure the rock bouncing bug is still in the game even now. I don't exactly know a foolproof way to make it happen again and again, but I know that it's still here. I would really love it if that wasn't the case, because they've said in both patch notes now since Season 1 has launched that it is no longer in the game and it's fixed and everything is great, and it's not. So I would at least, if they're not going to fix it, at least efficiently, I would approve much more of the patch notes if it didn't feel like they were kind of just lying to me, because so yeah, it at some point it does kind of just feel like I'm being lied to, and I would prefer not to have that. I will say this initial LMG that you get on the support class is so fucking terrible that I cannot wait to be done with it. I am pretty close to it. I think I'm like level 43 with it out of 50, and I cannot wait to be done. Now, I sadly have had to go into open weapons. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, but closed weapons is almost abandoned now just due to the lack of actual support from DICE. I'm hoping that changes in the future, but I honestly doubt it. It seems very clear that DICE is very focused on making open weapons the playlist for Battlefield, and everything else is just kind of, it's there out of requirement and not because they actually give a damn. Which, I mean, I kind of expected to some extent. I don't think anyone who is a long-term, you know, Battlefield fan ever expected DICE to be perfect. DICE has never been perfect. I still am using thermals on all of my weapons right now, except for my snipers. Frankly, they're just better. They're better than any other scope in the game, and I refuse to be told otherwise. Until visibility gets made better in any sort of meaningful way, I just genuinely don't think I'll be using another scope beyond a thermal. It is a night and day difference in terms of how simple it is to get kills. Even in situations like this, where it is very close quarters, I still think I would prefer to have the thermal scope on, simply because of ease of use. I mean, it really doesn't zoom in all that much, and even when it does, it's not like the scope itself is bad. The reticle is just a cross, and I don't think you can get much better than that in any game. Even a dot is kind of just worse, in my opinion, than a, you know, a thin cross. Is that... Am I blind, or what is happening? Why was there a fucking scope glint coming from the grass there? What? Until visibility is better in the game, I'm simply just gonna keep using thermals. The gameplay might be a little weird looking, but I think for the sake of efficiency, you gotta kind of conform a little bit to the meta. Now, in terms of what progress I've made over the past, like, 2 weeks that this video has taken to come out, like I said, I started playing other classes. As you can see, I'm playing support right now. I am very close to getting all of the class badges done. I am pretty close to getting the first LMG and sniper done. I have already completed the first assault rifle, but that's a bit easier since the assault challenges themselves were easier. So I was spending more time on the assault class than I was the support or recon. As for the final engineer challenge that I've been working on, I just kind of gotta hammer it out. It's only 1,000 heals right now, so it's not like it's a whole lot. It's just something I gotta do. I have been playing other classes, so I haven't really taken the time to play engineer since the change was made. But whenever I do decide to actually play engineer again, it'll be done in like a game or two at most. Especially if I'm playing with a friend, because then we can just hop in a Jeep and call it a day. It is pretty significant. It sounds like it's not, but I think it is, as this game does require a pretty decent time commitment to get anything substantial done. I will say I have been playing an absolute shit ton of Arc Raiders recently, so my progress is even slower than it really should be, simply because I'm putting time into that game as well. And I don't think I'm going to be making too many videos on Arc Raiders, as to me at least, it is a game that is best served through clips and not through long gameplays, because some raids that are 20-30 minutes long, some raids just have nothing that goes on. That's something you gotta kind of accept with these games, especially because I don't always PvP. I try not to be a Call of Duty player inside of Arc Raiders. I try to talk, I try to do all this community building stuff, but sometimes I do have to just like put the mic up and start shooting. There's not a lot of games where something interesting happens. Sometimes you just get a, you know, hey, friendly, but other games you're in a war zone, especially on the newest map that just dropped. It's like a weird facility kind of map, and it's very close quarters. So there's a lot more combat on that map than there is peace. Worth it. There we go. Yeah, I have been leveling up pretty fast, especially during the last weekend, because double XP weekend was active. I absolutely smashed through some levels, both for weapons and obviously career. I absolutely hope they do double XP weekends at least like once a month, if not a little more, because man, they would make it so much better, especially because max career level in the game is 5,000, and the best way to get XP is just in the BR. It's just a fact. As for stats, things really haven't changed. I've gotten more score, more kills, more revives, but my KD is still the same, my XP is still the same, all that good stuff. I really haven't done any sort of like bot kills besides, I guess, when closed weapons doesn't have a full match. There are sometimes bots there, or was bots there when I still played closed weapons. But really, I've just been going through my daily challenges and trying to complete my battle pass, because in 2 days from now, a new battle pass comes out, or a new section of the battle pass comes out, and I don't want to be even further behind than what I feel like I am. I'm only like just above halfway, but I'm gonna get back to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, comment why. I don't know. I'm gonna hope to get these back on their weekly schedule, so hopefully, you know, I don't get sick again. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.